Hey guys, just a quick update for you on the Cudgee cabin. A lot of you asking me questions every time I run into somebody down the street or in my school. It's always how's it going, how long is it going to take to finish, why are you using tyres, and about 20 or 30 very common questions. So I'm going to spend the next few videos sort of delving into a little bit of those questions and give you a bit of an update on what's happening and how the progress is going. So the first question people ask me is why tyres? I guess for me, over the past 10 years, probably stretches a little bit further, that maybe 15 years, I've become, maybe as I've matured as well and become a little bit older, and now that we've got a small family, I've become much more ecologically sensitive. I see things going a certain way in the world, which I'm not, doesn't sit well with me. The things that don't sit well with me are how we as a race and as a country and a world and a peoples process natural resources, how we use natural resources, how we dispose of our waste, the kind of throwaway kind of society we've developed in doesn't sit well with me. And over the last 10 years and more specifically over the last 5 years, I've really tried to clean up my own life so that my life has less of an impact. So we do that with little things at home. We're always recycling things, but rather than sending our recycling to a different person to deal with, we try to deal with that at home on site. So I produced a video a couple of years ago talking about how we recycle our plastic, and we're still doing that, or reusing our plastic, I should say. I'm also taking some waste and placing it in our building over here, which I'll explain in another video a bit later on. And obviously all of our food waste goes through chickens and worm farms and that kind of thing. At work, at my workplace, I've also become 99% paperless in the last 12 months, which is actually, in this day and age, is quite easy to do because most people communicate through social media as opposed to the print medium. So I'm doing lots of things at home, and I guess the cabin here is really just an extension of that goal, which is to live a more ecologically sensitive life and to be more, I don't really necessarily like the word sustainable because that gets thrown around a lot, but I guess to live a more sustainable life. So it's not practical for 99% of people to build out of tyres. That's just the medium I've chosen. I've been really influenced by the Earthship concept. If you're unsure what Earthships are, just Google it and you'll find heaps of information there. But the basic premise of an Earthship is that an Earthship is a building which uses local, recycled or upcycled materials in its construction. The goal of the Earthship, and why it coins a term, is it processes all its own waste. It develops its own energy system via solar panels or wind, processes its own grey water, and grows its own food. So I think if more people were living just a little bit like that, we would have less of the potential problems down the road with the environment. So as I said earlier in this video, the Cudgee cabin is really just a extension of that idea. I'm not building an Earthship as such. I feel this is probably more Earthship inspired than an Earthship exactly, but I have stolen a lot of the concepts and ideas from that model, which I'm putting into this building here. The size of the building, it's basically a large cabin that will have a open plan space with a kitchen, lounge room, bedroom all in one space with a separate bathroom and toilet. The bathroom will be recycling and the kitchen will be recycling all of our grey water on site. The toilet will be a compost toilet, a dry composting toilet, so there's no water usage for that. The building will is facing north to capture as much solar gain through the winter, and we have some methods for protecting it in summer. It's a double tyre wall, which means that there's 2 tyres thick, which makes the walls about 1200 millimetres in thickness, which is ridiculously thick and in the extreme. But the goal there, of course, is to try to build a building which is going to require far less heating and cooling over time. Heating and cooling requires a lot of energy, and we're trying to minimise the amount of inputs that go into the building once it's constructed. The construction method is fairly simple. and there's a few other videos on my Instagram and my Facebook private page that sort of show you small details on the construction, but the construction method is quite simple. You're basically just laying the tyres like bricks. We screw them all together so that when I'm filling them with the clay that I'm filling it with, which is material we've gathered on site, that the tyre doesn't move around as I'm filling it. This is just grunt work. It's hard work. It takes approximately half an hour to fill a tyre, 20 minutes if I'm feeling a bit more energetic, but generally speaking it's half an hour because I've got to carry the material to the tyre, which takes time. If I was just filling and not having to carry and manage the material going into the tyre, I could probably fill in about 10 minutes. So the actual filling process is probably about 10 minutes, but there's 10 minutes in carting buckets to and from the tyre wall to where we're getting our clay from. It takes approximately half an hour to fill a tyre. Each tyre weighs about 120 kilos when they're full. At the moment I'm about halfway in, as you can see in the background there. I'll show you a bit more of a visual in a minute, but there's 21 courses of tyres. I think I'm up to about course 8 or 9 now, so I'm almost halfway there. It's hard work, and because we have a small family at home and that demands the attention that it deserves. I can only get out here about 1 day a week at the moment, but as Grace gets a little bit older, I'll be out here a little bit more and I'll be able to move this building along. So I'll give you a quick little tour now. Yep, so here we are. It's a bit difficult to make out what's going on specifically, so I'll try to move around the building. So you can see here we're about, let's have a look. How many tyres up are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're up to our 9th course. So 9 course of tyres. All the tyres are exactly the same size. So I made sure that when I started the construction, I went around to a few tyre dealerships and asked them what the most common size tyre was. So the 215 60/16s is the size of the tyre. So every tyre is that exact same size. So 215 denotes the width of the tyre, so it's 215 millimeters for each course of tyres. You can see here they're laid like bricks. So you can see here, that's 1.5 tyres. Again, I've shown videos where I've cut the tyre in half and strapped it together. So I'm screwing the tyres together. I'm also screwing them together with, adding a stainless steel strap for double protection. And then on the inside course, where the tyre walls meet, I'll just show you that. I'm also got a small insurance policy there of recycled bricks and stone. It's a bit hard to make that out in the video, but recycled bricks and recycled stone, which basically form a wedge between the two tyres, so that if for some reason the strapping was to give way or the screws would come loose for some bizarre unforeseen reason, then those bricks should hold it in place just via friction. So that's how it is at the moment. So there's 3 walls. This one's only been constructed in the last month or so. This one here, this is our end wall. There's a gap over here where those pallets are and a gap there. So that gap there is going to be, we're going to have a small laundry in here, and this gap here will be specifically for an entrance way. So the entrance will be from the side, from the back here, and we'll have an entrance through the front of the building as well. So I'll just pan back a little bit so you can see a bit more clear. So there we are, into the 9th course. Each one of those tyres is half an hour's work. There's about, I think I've done about 650 tyres, something like that so far, maybe 700. So whatever that is, it's about 350 hours work, I guess, which is a lot. Now we've also got some other buildings on the property as well. We've got a small shipping container over here, which is just for storage of building materials and bits and pieces, and another shipping container in the distance which has a roof on it, and that's a small workshop which I'm building out for constructing things down the road, like the kitchen, which will be recycled, built out of recycled materials, and bathroom and some of the furniture in the house as well will be built in that workshop. So that's how it stands right now. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all again soon.